Hello everyone and welcome into Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson and I am so glad to share this latter part of the Friday evening with all of you. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. The link is in the description, as are links to all my social media and my email newsletter list. You should definitely sign up for that if you want to be the first to know of all the holiday sales coming up. So all of that's in the description. For those of you who are new, welcome in. Go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to make any request to your personal healing and well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid to all of your requests. And then in the last half hour, I will go ahead and send lots of Reiki to you over that crystal grid, and we'll all leave here feeling so much better. So if you enjoy this kind of thing, if you'd like to come back, definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button if you find this helpful, I'd deeply appreciate it. So let's go ahead over. I've got the grid already in progress, and we'll start having a wonderful time. Awesome. Good to see you all. So many of you were here for the 4 o'clock stream. Let me just readjust my camera. There we go. That's much better. And lighting. Ta-da! Here we go. I'm a little more pulled together than I was for the earlier stream. So I hope you all are doing great. Welcome back to everyone who was here earlier. Jennifer, Lori, T, I hope you're doing well. I love that photo of you. Goddess of 4, it's wonderful to see you too. Yes, happy Friday indeed. Here, let's just go ahead and do something like this. And still a big piece of hair falls down. Yep, hair has not been cooperating with me today, but that's all right. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's get this party started with just the top of my hair back. There we go. Erica, it's wonderful to see you. Erica, that's a really intriguing question. Can you tell me if I have densite and what it does? It's a white stone that looks like a marble, but it is not that. Let's see. I'm not familiar with densite. I don't have any, but I'll look it up for you in one of my cool books. So hang on just a moment. Patty and Key, Jennifer Vatsa, Goddess of 4, Lori T. Dell, good to see you again. Lori, good to see you again. Violet Integrations, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so let's start diving right in. Let's look for that densite. Let's see if I can find it in any of my books. I'll at least give you what it does, because now I'm curious. It's not in Love is of the Earth, which is a bit of a tome. Nope, one more place I can check. And if it's not in here, I don't think any of my books would have it. No, I don't have it. I don't know anything about it. This is the first I'm hearing of it. I'm sorry. I'll keep looking. I'll see if I find anything. But yeah, good to see you though. Hey, Flower, welcome back. Chris. Huh. Sometimes stones are given a trade name, even though they might have one specific name. It might be from a region that someone has like created almost like a marketing name, I want to give it. Sort of like moldavite is an example. Moldavite is a specific type of tektite. Tektite is glass that is resulting from a meteor strike to the earth. And specifically, moldavite is from one particular strike region in the Maldives, I believe. So something like that, like someone could create a different name for it that I'm just not familiar with. But yeah, it's a new one to me. I'll ask a couple of jeweler friends and see. Flower, have you ever heard of densite? Oh my goodness, Flower. That's a lot. That's a lot of... Yes, that's a lot. Okay, cool. So let me start from the top. I will get to everybody's requests. So Violet Integration, happy Friday. T, happy Friday. Violet Integration, clarity on next steps, financial boost, and attracting the right clients and people into your life. So let's do that. Clarity. Financial boost. And cool. Okay, I think we got that there. So for financial boost, oh, by the way, I kept a couple stones from the 4 o'clock stream. Copper has a lot to do with breaking up energy blockages, getting the optimal flow of energy going. The mirror behind it helps to reflect any negative energy. Peridot is wonderful for reaffirming and really holding sacred, deepening the good relationships in our lives, particularly friendship. Wonderful too for really difficult feelings like guilt, jealousy, and anger. Helpful too for digestive issues from like GI upset in general, but also like Crohn's, acid reflux, anything like that. We also have some moss agate, helpful for all kinds of infections and illnesses that might be going around. It's considered highly revered in Chinese medicine. Also very helpful, so it's helpful on the physical, mental, and emotional, as well as spiritual and karmic. As far as the emotional, mental kind of stuff, if you're doing any kind of parts work like inner child or higher self, this can be superb for kind of sorting through that and supporting those parts of yourself. Additionally, it's helpful for feeling connected to spirit as well as unconditional love and connecting to nature. And pink tourmaline is helpful for nerve pain, migraines, any kind of gynecologic issue, as well as mother-baby bonding and breaking down our negative self-image so that we can rebuild a healthier self-image. So that's pink tourmaline. So I put those all in there again because I feel like they're meant to stay right now. Citrine, by the way, is very helpful for manifesting financial abundance. Whether you're calling in literal money and liquid assets, or if you're calling in, like, say, a car, a home, anything like that, this is a really helpful stone. Also helpful for nausea, fibromyalgia, addictions, compulsions, making good financial decisions. But yeah, just calling in that financial abundance. And I don't think there's anybody that's going to say no to that. So we'll start strong. We'll start with that one. And for calling on the right clients to work with, this is Cinnabar, specifically only those little red dots. And we're a little bright. Let me turn this down. So the little red dots on here, those are mercury. Mercury is very toxic, so be careful with it. That's why I have a specimen with so little. But mercury has been used for thousands of years by various different cultures, and oftentimes it's seen as a merchant stone, like attracts customers into a business. So we will go ahead and put this here with the intention to help you call in those clients. Honey calcite helps us to attract the right people into our life right now, whether they're customers, colleagues, friends, neighbors, romantic interests, that they'll resonate with you and, just kind of bringing those people in. This stone also works very beautifully with the solar plexus as well as the sacral chakra. Sacral is where we have relationships to others and broadly the world around us, as well as the solar plexus being our center of self and personal identity. So we will bring this in. This is a frequent flyer here, so we'll see where they end up. I'm just going to put them here for now. And I have one more too for you for clarity. Awesome. Ooh, so many good requests. Awesome. So the next one I wanted to bring in is one we haven't used in a while. This is aragonite with blue Caribbean calcite. So you requested some clarity on your next steps. Best place to start to focus on for that is the soul star. That's a chakra above our crown, and that's where our highest spiritual purposes, higher soul's will, that kind of stuff is kept and is always updating. That's the part of us that kind of like knows where to go, who to introduce ourselves to, that kind of thing. So that's like your spiritual North Star. It guides you along the way. That's the blue. Aragonite, which is the brown in these specimens, that resonates with the Earth Star chakra. That's beneath the root. That is where we enact our soul's purpose and where we actually show up and do the work. And this helps to kind of like balance that I know where I'm going and I'm free to show up. So we'll bring this in. Hopefully this gives you some clarity on your next steps. It's a wonderful stone. There's a lot of this getting mined right now out of Pakistan, and sometimes it can be a little less like translucent and a little more like bright blue. Yeah, maybe we'll be better off. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. Thank you for being here, and it's good to see you, Violet Integration. Hey, Lee, good to see you. Okay, cool. Thank you for checking, Flower. Yeah, so it's not in your book either. Thank you for checking. Yeah, it's a new one to me. Okay, so for T, so much organizational support. Also grounding and focusing. Support for concentrating on your spiritual practice and support for anxiety. Absolutely. So organizational support. Garnet. Garnet is great for organizing, whether you're organizing your pantry or your life or your workspace or your kind of like your SOPs and your how things get done. This helps you take a new, fresh look at things, get a little creative and find the best way to do them. Also helps with really like practicality and really just helps to find the best way to get things done. Wonderful for organization. Whether it's like big level, many people involved, or just your pantry. Either way, this will help. Also wonderful for finding balance and strength when everything is changing. It's a very helpful stone for really anything that involves like your upper planning functions, your ability to plan things. So there we go. Brings in a lot of creativity too, so you can see things in a totally new light, which is very helpful. And grounding and focusing. And it looks like there's a lot of intentions around spiritual practice, intuition, things like that too. That seems like a trend this evening. So this is Bumblebee Jasper. This can be excellent for mental clarity and for like physical energy as well as focus. So this is, hey, let's get into it. Let's get ready. Let's get motivated. Let's make it happen. Whether you are getting work done by yourself or collaborating with others, this can help really support the work either way. Wonderful too for manifestation, making decisions, and in general, confidence, positivity, motivation. So we will bring this in. That is Bumblebee Jasper. This has a high concentration of sulfur and arsenic, so do be careful. And concentrating on spiritual practice and support for anxiety. So for anxiety, let's bring in some malachite. Malachite helps not only with depression and anxiety, but also with insomnia, pain and inflammation, the liver, pancreas, and spleen, and for processing and really emotionally experiencing really difficult things, the really challenging stuff that we need to move through in our life that we feel like we could get stuck in it, or maybe we already are, or we're kind of avoiding it and kind of like turning a blind eye and just being cold to it. This helps us to move those really difficult feelings through the heart center so we can process them and leave the past where it belongs. Like anything, malachite always reminds me that, nothing I do here is a replacement for anything else, whether it's exercise, medications, anything else. Everything is a complement. So go ahead and do all the things you do for your own well-being. May the crystal support it. I struggle with anxiety, depression, and PTSD. I find this to be a helpful stone. Reiki helps. Meditation helps. Lots of things help. And so do the medications and things that I take. Like everybody's Reagan Chastain says, boss of your own underpants. Everybody's the boss of their own underpants. Yeah, this is a wonderfully supportive stone for really intense things like that. This is prehnite. So when it comes to concentrating on your spiritual practice and preparing yourself for that, this is a stone that helps to facilitate spiritual teaching and learning. And when it comes to spiritual practices, this can help you to connect better. It really opens intuition and awareness. It helps to stop a wandering mind when meditating or doing energy work. Wonderful too for helping those who find it difficult to say no, to refuse unfair demands, and also really helpful for things like lucid dreaming, prophecy, divination, any of that kind of stuff. So that is prehnite, Prehnite. There we go. That will be in the crystal shop very soon. There we go. And so yes, we got anxiety, spiritual support, grounding and focusing. Let's also do a grounding stone. Let's bring in red jasper. This helps with activating and balancing the root chakra. That's everything in relation to fear and safety. Fear and safety, vital needs, primal urges, fight or flight, all of those very basic elemental human survival type things. It's very empowering. It helps with standing up for yourself and standing up against things like bullying and injustice. Helps too with psychic and spiritual protection. Very, very grounding. And also helps to provide emotional support for long-term like illnesses and recoveries. So that is red jasper. So I'm glad that you are here, T. It's good to see you. I hope that you are well. So let's go ahead and bring these in. I will get to everybody's request before we get into the Reiki. Okay, let's see. Oh, and you also requested. Oh, good. I grabbed the Caribbean without even seeing it. And the malachite. Awesome. I didn't even see your requests, and I was spot on for a couple of them. Tiger eye and pyrite. You got it. So tiger eye helps with research, study, and it's very protective. It's very protective spiritually speaking. It's also very protective on the mundane level against things like envy and even jealousy. It helps to bolster courage, and it provides a lot of strength and balance. This is also a great stone for things like studying. It really helps you to focus on things, and it helps you to see the big picture. So it's not like just memorizing a lot of disparate facts. You're able to see how all of the information works within itself and each other. It allows you to see things from that big perspective. So it's almost like remembering a story rather than a bunch of different words out of order. So we'll bring that in. This is also a great stone of entrepreneurship for that big picture kind of thing. So there we go. There we go. And pyrite is another stone of financial abundance. It is fool's gold, and we like to think that it certainly helps the real gold. It's also very helpful for opening up to intuition, while also providing a good amount of protection so that only the types of things you want to come in through that connection are able to. Helpful too for the brain, specifically memory and like remembering information and recalling it. Helps too for the lungs, fever, and it's also thought to help the body make the most of Reiki during a session. So what could be more perfect? So that is pyrite, also known as fool's gold. Okay, there we go. And I got everything else, so yay, awesome. I'm glad you are here. Hey, Grace. Yeah, everyone's in. Catherine, Allison. Oh, good stuff. Goddess of Four, Barbie, good to see you. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Patty. Don't forget to hit that like button, everyone. Okay, thank you, Flower, for looking those up in the new books. I appreciate that. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So I'm going to keep on going. Cool. So Lori has, I still can't find my jade. I'm going to order new jade this week. I'm sure once I order a couple of new pieces, I'll find my old ones. They've got to be here somewhere. Larimer Opal, Rose Quartz Peacock. Ruby, and we'll put peacock ore at the end again just because it's so big. So rose quartz helps with replenishing a a really overwrought heart chakra, if you feel just emotionally overwhelmed, this is a lovely stone to spend some time with. It also helps to open us up to unconditional love and reminds us that we are worthy of love. So we will bring this in. There we go. Next is azurite. This will support a couple of the requests that we've had, both for tea and for violet integration, and probably a lot more of you. Azurite is not only really helpful for creativity, but also for kind of awakening your spiritual side and the spiritual self. It brings a lot of insight and intuition, and it can help with dissolving energy blocks and obstacles that are in your way. Helps too for calming and quieting the mind during meditation or energy work. And it can be really helpful for gaining spiritual wisdom when you're doing any kind of spiritual work. Also helps to just relieve indecision. So if you've been having trouble coming to conclusions and making decisions, this can be really supportive. Also works with spinal alignment and helps with muscle spasms and tics. So we'll bring this in. That is azurite. Ruby helps with our courage to be ourself, and also really helps to support us when it comes to anything involving management or leadership. Beautiful ruby. Also deeply grounding, wonderful for love and fertility, and also thought to be another stone that can support one through fibromyalgia. Oop. So there we go. So that is ruby. Next is emerald, which helps with healing skin and tissue and can be really, really helpful when it comes to breaking down the negative self-image so that you can start to see yourself a little differently, and can help to rebuild confidence around your appearance, especially things that you might feel particularly tender or sensitive about. Helps too with bronchitis, upper respiratory tract, the whole cardiopulmonary system. If you're struggling with a cold or anything like that, this is the stone to work with. So I will bring this in. Also helps to reignite a lot of passion and zest for life. So that is emerald. Here we have Larimer. This gives us lots of confidence as we embrace our soul's purpose so that we feel aligned with it and able to show up, especially at those moments when we feel a little bit scared or reticent. It helps to separate the ego from the self when doing spiritual work, and it's also wonderful for just inspiring you to be a spiritual pioneer, which if you're following your spiritual path, it's going to kind of feel like you're a bit of a pioneer, because you kind of are. Nobody else has walked your path but you. So you are a pioneer. So that is Larimer. And I happen to be wearing Larimer today. Rhodonite helps with healing the cracks of a broken heart so you can open your heart to love again. Also wonderful for allergies, asthma, and anything autoimmune. It's one that I often recommend to folks who are healing past pain connected to past emotional abuse and for working through insecurities. But often thought of as the breakup stone, the divorce stone. So that is rhodonite. And I'm going to put in peacock ore at the end. And thank you for being here. Oh, and opal. Opal, as I've used it and have always used it, it's one that helps with protection, particularly for those who are doing spiritual type healing work. This is considered sacred to many shamans as it helps to, in a sense, cloak someone doing good spiritual healing work from being noticed by anyone or anything with more nefarious aims. But yeah, it's also in some cases seen as a harbinger of love and even abundance and many other things too. But yeah, this is fire opal. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that in. There we go. Thank you for being here, Lori. Paul, I hope you're doing well. Goddess of Four, awesome. Lila Ray, good to see you. Cool. I will keep on going. Goddess of Four, healing intentions. A peaceful and joyous family gathering tomorrow. I hope that you do have one. Pain relief for hubby. Joint pain, weight loss, fast money. You got it. So let's do fast money. So for joint pain, let's start there. Let's go with howlite. This works well for joints, bones, teeth, hair, considered connected with all of those things. Wonderful for calcium absorption and just pain relief in the joints, bone integrity. This is also a stone on the mental emotional level that helps with anger, resentment, and frustration as well. So white howlite. Sometimes this can look like marble. I don't know if this is what you were looking at, Erica, but that's white howlite. Yeah, this is one we often use it for joint pain, but its powers for dealing with anger and frustration are unparalleled. Definitely one to keep nearby if you're struggling with that. Blue apatite helps with weight loss, but in a more kind of global way, looking at this stone, this is a stone that helps us to have a much better relationship with food in general. So whatever your intentions are for weight and health in relation to food, this is superb. This helps you to shift your relationship with food to something healthier, whatever that looks like to you at this point in your life. Also helps with strengthening our aura, so we're less inclined to take on the energy of others, which I think I saw a request about, as well as harmony, peace, learning about our soul's purpose, and being able to kind of walk that walk, take our soul's purpose and make it actionable. So that's blue apatite. And yes, it's hilarious that it's called apatite and it has to do with our relationship with food, but it is quite good for that. So there we go. We've also got, coming up next, for the peaceful time with your family, I'm going to bring in two stones for that. One is carnelian. This is the center of relationships. Woo! So from family to broadly how you relate to the world around you, and interpersonal relationships, one-on-one close relationships, and romantic relationships. This is everything from sexuality to creativity, everything that is governed by the sacral chakra. Also helpful for like even helping groups of people to get along, helpful too for colds, allergies, and even wound healing, as well as creativity. So that is carnelian. That will help those to relate a little better, maybe a little harmony in the energy center couldn't hurt. And I have another stone that goes quite well for groups when you're trying to harmonize discordant energy. My favorite stone for that is Herkimer diamond. Herkimer diamond does that exactly. It really balances energy, especially in a place where it just feels like it's all off and all over the place, like a family gathering. This can also be really helpful in being in the present moment, which might help rather than arguing old points or harboring old feelings, just sort of being in the present. Helps with manifesting and with balancing metabolism as well as intuition. So that is Herkimer diamond, which is not a diamond so much as it is clear quartz from the Herkimer region of New York. So let's bring that in. And for fast money, let's bring in some red tiger eye. This helps to call in financial abundance quickly. It's also really helpful for protection on the mundane level from bullying, gaslighting, triangulating, being picked on, all that side of bullying. On the spiritual side, malevolent spiritual work, that kind of thing. So that is red tiger eye. Probably the most protective stone that I actually have in my arsenal here, but it's one of many. And I think it's another stone that's not as often thought of for things like that. Yeah, there we go. So that is red tiger eye. Awesome. And for pain relief for hubby, let's do the malachite. Can be really helpful for pain and inflammation. Let's also do some lapis, which helps with pain as well as inflammation. Additionally, this is a stone that can help to open up some career opportunities, help us to grow our sense of integrity, having follow through and maintaining our commitments. Wonderful too for open, honest communication for the inner ear, so vertigo as well as hearing loss. And in general, it's another stone that can help with disorganization and to shift into a better pattern around keeping organized. So we'll bring this in. That is lapis lazuli. We'll put that right behind here. So I hope that you and hubby are well. I hope that hubby's pain chills out. It's good to see you as always. And I'm glad that you are here. Spinal stenosis. You got it. Okay, cool. Kunzite, selenite, and hematite. I've never used those for stenosis. If you get a chance, Chris, can you text me or email me that at some point? Because I'm not in a good point to note it down now, but it's good to note that for those stones. So let's do kunzite, selenite, hematite. Let's see, I'm looking for my hematite. Unfortunately, I guess my hematite is probably with my jade. It must be here somewhere. I don't have it right now, but I will find it and I will have it out. But thank you for that. And thank you for the info too. So I'll bring those in now. So selenite is one that I always keep at the base of the grid. This helps also with connecting to our spirit guides as well as clearing energy. You can wave it through your energy field around your body to help clear the energy around you. You can also use it to clear the energy of stones. Simply go ahead and place it in contact with a stone for a bit, usually a couple hours at least, and it will clear the energy of those crystals. Also helps to work with your spirit guides, but also just reflect nothing but pure white light, keeping the energy of a space nice and clear, which is why I always have it at the base of the grid, just off camera. And by request, I'm just going to bring this into the grid to represent it. Kunzite is a very high vibrational heart chakra stone. This connects with not only the heart, but also the crown and the soul star. This is everything to do with unity consciousness, that we're all interconnected, that we are all divine manifestations of love, and that what we put out into towards others is also coming towards us, that we are all interconnected. So I always feel like it's very connected with the Kuan Yin. And let's see. It's one that, yeah, this is definitely my first time using it for spinal stenosis. And let's absolutely bring it in. So let's pink kunzite. Pink kunzite can be a little bit tricky to find, which is why I have the bracelet. There we go. So there we go. So we will put those in with the intention too that they help spinal stenosis. And I hope you're doing well. For Jennifer Vatsa, support and direction for energetic spirit portals and altar activation, love energy, and money manifestation. Absolutely. So I'm going to start with the apophyllite that Jen gifted us. Apophyllite is a powerful stone of intuitive connection, connecting to your guides, getting specific guidance on specific questions like Jen put out there. Absolutely wonderful stone. I'm going to spend some more time with it. This is the first time I've worked with apophyllite, so I'm really excited about it. And I have some time this weekend to like actually connect with some things. So really excited about it. But yeah, powerhouse of intuitive everything. So let's bring in apophyllite. And put that right next to the prehnite, which very much helps all of those things. Let's also bring in some moonstone. That is helpful for not only attracting love per your request, but also for helping connect to guides and guidance, especially learning new spiritual methods and techniques. And moonstone can look a number of different ways. In fact, rainbow moonstone is actually white labradorite. Labradorite and moonstone are very closely related. So very connected to, unsurprisingly, the lunar cycles, the moon, any kind of moon magic, but also protection of women, protection of travelers. This helps with, as I mentioned, calling in love and a soulmate relationship. Helps too with protection of, not only protection of women, but women learning different spiritual crafts and different healing techniques to support women and to support anyone. Helpful too for intuition in general. I often think of this stone as being very aligned with the High Priestess in the tarot deck, which is knowledge, wisdom, access to the most highly sought after information and knowledge in the universe. So that is moonstone. So hope that helps. So that's love energy, money manifestation. We've got a lot of good money manifestor stones out. Do we have all of them out? I think we do. Yeah, I think that's it. And altar activation and stuff. Definitely I would do prehnite for that. I think we're good. Let me know if you have any specific stones that you'd like me to put out for you too. But thank you for being here, and those are awesome requests. Del Curtis, Super 7. Oh, that'll help. That's perfect for Jen too. So Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Garnet's there. Selenite's there. Crazy Lace Agate. Labradorite. Kambaba and Clear Quartz. So let's start here. So Indigo Gabbro also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. And this beautiful stone, which is black and purple of all beauty, this helps us to go really deep into objectivity, being able to see ourselves and do the work that we need to do to make life easier and more fulfilling. This is a stone that helps us with shadow healing, which is all those things I just mentioned. Helps too with intuition, dreams, and meditation, as well as things like menopause and period pain. Wonderful too for integrating our spiritual connection and for, again, finding those ways that we have like detrimental habits and tendencies that get in our own way. So that is indigo gabbro or mystic merlinite. It looks very different when it is polished smooth. In fact, it looks just like this when it is polished smooth. Next is Kambaba stone, which is actually fossilized blue-green algae. This stone is just phenomenal. It can help so much with connection to the environment and healing the earth, doing any kind of environmental healing. Wonderful too for the growth of plants and crops, like crop yield. Helps too with courage, confidence, and in learning, especially things about your ancestry or foreign languages. Also helps with connection to your ancestral home and lineage and land, as well as just aiding meditation in general. This can help calm your mind, but also deepen that meditation. But yeah, ancestor connection for sure. So that is Kambaba stone, which is often called Kambaba jasper, despite not technically being a jasper. Same stone, different name, same stone. Next is crazy lace agate, and yeah, it's crazy lace, lots of different kinds of stone. This helps with balance and courage. It also helps with spider medicine and with fears and phobias, particularly those of spiders. Helps with confidence, protection, and it's wonderful for the skin, eyes, and speech. Definitely helps with physical energy and helps with connecting to the past, particularly if you're in a place on earth or even in a building and you want to connect with past events that took place there. This is a stone that can help. Wonderful too for both the heart and solar plexus. So let's go ahead and place that on one piece of rose quartz. Next we have labradorite, which aids better sleep, and clairvoyance. That's your spiritual sight. So whether you're meditating, doing shamanic journeying, if you envision things, like the things you see even in dreams, for example, this is a stone that can help you to better connect with those visual interpretations that you can get. Also helpful for research, study, and very detailed attention and focus. So we'll bring this in. I definitely recommend this for folks who are studying, as well as folks who might be doing really tedious, very exacting kind of work. So if you're a programmer, a coder, labradorite for sure. Aventurine, green aventurine, helps with confidence to do things that you don't realize yet you can do. So this is one that helps to expand your vision of your soul's potential and your life potential. Helps with the heart rhythms as well as allergies and eye problems. Wonderful too for fertility. But yeah, anytime that you're facing something and you really feel like I can't do that, I could never do that. Especially things like, I often find that this is a helpful stone for folks who are tech phobic. Oh, I can't do that. I can't understand that internet stuff. I can't understand all those things about a website. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And green aventurine is here to help you see that. And it's also one that I recommend to folks who are like, I can't learn a language at my age. I can't learn blah, blah, blah at my age, at my level of busyness, at my anything. This is a stone that says, yeah, sure about that. Next is Super 7, a gorgeous, gorgeous gift from Chris, who's in chat today. Thank you, Chris. This helps with working towards goals and plans and dreams, like chipping away at a longer goal. Helps too with intuition on every level. This is still a fairly new stone to me, which I'm grateful to have. Thank you, Chris. This will definitely support Jennifer's request too. But yeah, every style and way that you engage with intuition, whether that's telepathy, channeling, tarot reading, scrying, whatever it might be, Super 7, absolutely helpful. Wonderful too for strengthening your aura, your energy field, and helping to bring in peace, harmony, and unity consciousness, that knowing that we are all interconnected and what we put out into the world, we do to ourselves too. It's another stone that has a lot to do with earth healing as well. So it's another stone that can work alongside Kambaba stone quite well. So there we go. So, and clear quartz. Clear quartz can help to amplify any kind of other crystal or specific intention. Anytime you have a stone you want to work with and it's like, oh, I don't have that stone, or it's hard to get, or it's really expensive, or you're looking at the, geopolitical connections to that stone and you're like, eek. Or the environmental impact of getting that stone and you're like, eek. This is a stone that can sit in its place and call upon the energies of that stone. You can also hold it, spend time with it, and intentionally ask it to hold the energy of a particular intention or thought form or energy of another stone, what have you. Very big amplifier, and also a wonderful stone for just clarity, bringing balance and clarity. So let's go ahead and bring this under our malachite. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. So thank you for being here. And yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so let's see who's down here. Awesome. Definitely. I will get to everybody's requests. These are such good requests too. I'm going to bring in some of Chris's requests that we haven't touched yet. Well, let's see. We got rose quartz, carnelian, moonstone. Let's do rutilated sapphire. Rutilated sapphire, iolite, garnet's in there, green aventurine's in there, pyrite and citrine, ruby, emerald, rhodochrosite, malachite, lapis, and we'll get an obsidian in this time, and apatite's in there. Rutilated quartz is basically clear quartz with these what looks like little hairs, like little golden hairs in there. Those are rutils, and it's thought to help focus the energy where it's most needed in the body. So this is like a healing wish or affirmation for anyone, including yourself. Also helpful for focusing the mind. Wonderful too for boosting energy in the body, especially if you're really run down, like just getting better from being sick or anything like that. So that is rutilated quartz. And iolite is helpful for our spiritual sight, our clairvoyance. Also helpful for improving sleep as well as supporting weight loss. And for managing money, also for dealing with fevers. So we'll put some iolite in there. Sapphire is another stone of intuitive connection. This is a superb stone for mediumship, channeling, getting answers, and then giving them to someone else, that kind of work. But anything that involves working with angels too. This is so, so helpful. This is a stone that is also connected to the higher self and collective consciousness, and it also helps the eyes, the ears. So there are a couple of stones to help the eyes, and I think I saw Erica put that. This is one of them, as is green aventurine. It's helpful for the eyes. Sapphire also, so the eyes, the ears, the thyroid, helpful too for dementia, the individual with, as well as those who love and care about and care for, and great for envisioning like a good outcome, a positive outcome when things are just little up in the air, little chaotic, a lot of change. So we'll bring this in. There we go. And rhodochrosite helps with mother-baby bonding as well as healing any kind of maternal type wounds. This is also a stone that helps with telepathy and channeling and mediumship, particularly with one's ancestors and with your deceased pets, being that we did just have, Day of the Dead. This seems very, very on time right now. Also helpful for asthma and stress headache. And I think I mentioned circulation and the heart. So rhodochrosite. Let's put you right here. Make a little mess. There we go. Okay. Thank you for being here, Chris. Ability to set and keep boundaries. Oh, there's a great stone for that. My favorite stone for making and keeping boundaries. Yellow calcite. This works with the solar plexus chakra, the center of self, personal identity, and free will, prioritizing your will, your wants and desires, holding those close to you without them getting kind of trampled by others' wants and desires. Helps too with optimism, self-confidence, any blockages around your sense of self and around your priorities. Also helps to let go of any need to like people please. So, or feeling like you need to have the approval of others to move forward. So let's go ahead and put these on the other side of honey calcite because they work together so well. Oh yeah, all about the boundaries with the yellow calcite. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Awesome. And some stone for protecting aura and also creating space for God's time. Absolutely. The best one for divine timing is moonstone, which is here. That is so helpful for trusting divine timing, especially when it doesn't feel like your preferred timing. It's wonderful for that. For protecting your aura, blue apatite is helpful, as is a couple of, like selenite. It's wonderful for that. Let's bring in black tourmaline. Black tourmaline helps with keeping negative energy at bay. It's like it just repels it. And this can really help keep your energy field clear. If you're going anywhere that tends to present a lot of like energy shoved at you, whether it's people with bad energy boundaries, which are usually the same people who don't have good interpersonal boundaries, as above, so below, or any place that just will have some kind of not great vibes just inherent to what is taking place, like funerals, big gatherings, that kind of thing. I've gone so far as to sew this into curtains and it works like a charm. So black tourmaline, whoop. So let's go ahead and do black tourmaline. Just working that in there. There we go. So black tourmaline. I hope that helps. So glad you're here. Patty and Key would appreciate tree agate, amazonite, aquamarine. Septarian, zoisite, dumortierite. And fuchsite. And prehnite is in there, and red tiger eye is in there. Awesome. Hey, Joanna. Kanta, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Awesome. Love that y'all are having a wonderful time in the chat. Absolutely love it. Okay, cool. Yep. Awesome. So next up we've got Septarian. This is another one that'll help with like boundaries and stuff too, and also with your sense of self. So this is another stone that helps with the solar plexus, but it also helps us as we do our interpersonal work. Anytime that you're working to see the root cause of what's going on, of patterns, of tendencies you have, of habits you have, this is a stone that can help you feel okay with the vulnerability it takes to go deep to do that. Also really helpful for muscle pain and spasms, skin wounds and lesions, and very, very helpful for just any kind of emotional growth. So that is Septarian. So let's do Septarian. We'll put here for now. We'll see where it ends up. Dumortierite helps with anger as well as frustration. Very, very helpful if you're somebody who works with astrology. Anytime that you're dealing with Uranus energy, this is a really helpful stone. Uranus energy can be very chaotic indeed. So wonderful stone for dealing with chaotic stuff. Helps too with nervous dogs, helps you to stand up for yourself. Also helps with just patience. And with healing ligaments and tendons. Wonderful too for tidiness. So if you're looking to work on those skills of having like an ongoing tidiness about you, dumortierite's a very helpful one. So where shall we place you, dumortierite? Let's see. These were also a beautiful gift from Jennifer Vatsa. Yeah, let's do these two right here. And we will keep balancing as we go. I know it looks a little messy now, but it will get better. Zoisite is very helpful for fertility as well as connection to nature and seasonal affective issues for sure. This is one that can help with releasing a lot of negativity and help you to feel a lot lighter. Also helpful for anyone who has a tendency towards procrastination. Yep, I am here. This helps you to take those bites out of the proverbial big sandwich to like make inroads on the long list of things to do, but it's also this is a stone that'll help to lift obstacles that are in your way as well. And to, basically push away at setbacks, but also help you move through the ones that can't be whisked away magically. Helpful too for just apathy, sluggishness, and like kind of the I don't wannas. Yeah, this is a great stone for the I don't wannas. Let's do... I know it's going to take a little bit out of the frame of the camera to do this, but it'll make some more room. Let's do... Can we see those there? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That is zoisite. Next is fuchsite. Fuchsite helps to boost the energy of other stones and also gives us permission to just play and have fun for the sake of nothing else than playing and having fun. This helps with inner child work, pretty obviously, but also with just joy and fun and self-care. Helps too with carpal tunnel, spinal alignment, and sleep disturbances. So if you need to just rebalance and just get into your childhood about it, get into your child play, get into some Fuchsite. Fuchsite is also going to be in the, let's see, where can I put this? Fuchsite is going to be in the crystal shop very soon as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and move these down. And there we go. That is Fuchsite. Amazonite helps with the spine and spinal nerves, and also with self-care, especially for folks who, they're the last folks to take care of themselves because they're the first one to take care of everyone else. This helps to build self-reflection in that way. It also helps to build self-respect if that's needed, but this helps to remind someone that they need and deserve the same caliber of care they would show for others. Also helpful for calming in general and for luck and winning and things like that. This is my favorite kind of stone to give to nurses, people who normally are taking care of everyone else and not themselves. There we go. And aquamarine is really helpful for the circulation of fluids in the body and for forgiveness. Whether it's the I forgive you and set you free, or I forgive you and give you another chance, notwithstanding, this will help you with both. Also helpful for keeping really immature, unevolved, petty kinds of behavior at bay, along with the people who would be inclined to use that. So this is everything from an anti-Karen stone to like, you know, kind of like a knock it off childishness kind of stone. Aquamarine. Yeah, deflects pettiness. There we go. So bring that in. The anti-Karen stone also helps with may justice prevail kinds of themes. And tree agate. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, and you may be familiar with the chakras. Those are the main energy centers on the body. Tree agate, well, the chakras are the big parts of a very broad system. And of course, there's energy more than in just those main places. This helps with energy flowing all throughout the body. And it's thought to help balance energy throughout the body, regardless of what might be the source, cause, or impact of that imbalance. So we will bring that in. It's a wonderful general healing stone. Let's put that here and that here, at least for now. And thank you so much, Patty and Key. Yeah, Hattie was giving us lots of blessings at 4. They are currently snoozed and cuddled up in the chair that I put a heated blanket on. Loving it. I got all your stones. Oh yeah, zoisite is the I don't want a stone. Oh, I am working on international delivery right now. I promise I will let you know as soon as I'm ready. I'm so sorry it's taken this long. For Lee Nico, some stones for seasonal allergies and depression, removing negative and unwanted energy, and developing and trusting intuition. Absolutely. Developing and trusting intuition. First stone that came to my mind was Moonstone but also there's going to be some, like pretty much most of the intuitive stones I have are in there. That is fuchsite, apophyllite, herkimer, iolite, sapphire, labradorite too, and pyrite. So we've got a lot of those. Seasonal allergies. Best allergy stones are, and allergies and autoimmune stuff, is definitely rhodonite as well as carnelian, both of which are in there. And removing negative and unwanted energies can definitely help you with that. For depression, malachite's helpful, as is aqua aura. There we go. Aqua aura is very helpful for depression. I worked with this and I found it really helpful. This is a stone that's been altered through a man-made process that involves gold, actually. So this was clear quartz and it's been altered through a process, which is why you won't find a ton of information on these altered stones. But this one has been very helpful for depression for me, as has malachite. So let's go ahead and place this here. So that's aqua aura. For removing negative energy, zoisite's in there. That's very helpful for it. And so is shungite. Shungite is wonderful for deep clearing the energy field and also removing any energy blocks, emotional pain, and deeply held stress from the body. Helps too with like getting better after illness, injury, surgery, as well as if you're sensitive to electromagnetic fields, like if you're around electronics and you feel very drained, this can be a really helpful stone. Or if you're going to be around a lot of like, kind of like the high tension wires and things like that, this can be a helpful stone to not feel quite so, not so depleted after. Yeah, put that there and there. So that's shungite. Is there any other good allergy stones? Seasonal allergies, definitely I'd do rhodonite. Trying to think if there's anything else for trusty intuition. Let's go with celestite. This helps us to connect with our higher wisdom, with our spirit guides, and it also aids in discernment. This is when you're doing intuitive work and you're like, wait, is that a fear? Is that the message? Is that something else? Where's that coming from? This helps with telling the different things apart. So that can help with bringing it through. Okay, so let's bring this right here. So that's celestite. And cool. So I hope that you're well, Lee. It's good to see you. Thank you for the reminder to like the stream. I appreciate that. Oh, Allison, thank you. Catherine. Lungs, headache, money manifestation, and travel. So for lungs, we've got the good lung stones. We've got rhodonite, pyrite, emerald, which is a great one for lungs. Let's bring in green kyanite. Helps with the throat, chest, lungs, asthma. Also helps with connection to spirit. This is actually one that was very popular during the Omicron spike of COVID because it was really helpful. Like folks were very much finding it helpful for that. This also helps with balancing our regular mundane life with our spiritual side for a more like unified life, more balanced life. Helps with gaining wisdom through our intuition, and also helps with plants and nature spirits. So we will bring in green kyanite. But yeah, this is a wonderful stone for the chest and lungs. Headache, the two best headache stones are pink tourmaline, which is in there, and rhodochrosite, which is here. Money manifestation, all the crystals are in. Travel, picture jasper. This helps to envision a wonderful future, whether it's you're daydreaming about what you want to do down the line, or if you're dreaming up a new adventure like traveling. This is very helpful. Also goes by desert jasper. So this is envisioning that potential. It's also seeing big picture. So if you're thinking about, maybe I can start a business, maybe I can do this, it's like the biggest big picture kind of thing, like big brainstorming. Also helps with definitely with travel, with like new cultures, moves abroad, exposure to different cultures and languages than you might have experience with. Very helpful for quitting smoking, as is unakite, and for removing hidden fears that are holding us back. So that is picture jasper. So I hope that helps. All the best to you in getting some travel in. Ooh. I'll just put that anywhere. Here, let's just put that extra in here. There we go. Okay. I hope that helps, and it's really good to see you, Catherine. Good to see you, Grace. Paul, good to see you. Help for joy and enthused while at work. Aw, emerald is perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Emerald is wonderful for that, as is the polychrome jasper. Did I bring that out? No. Polychrome jasper, really, it's a wonderful one for reigniting your passion for things. There you go. Also helps us to break through indifference, get some good motivation going, and take us from like, oh, I don't want to get off this couch, to I can't wait to get there. This is also helpful for physical movement, making us want to physically move around. Helps with things like joints and things like that too. So this will definitely help with the request where we brought in howlite. And wonderful too for everything that has to do with the Earth Star chakra, showing up in a way that supports our highest potential. So yeah, so that is polychrome jasper. So this will definitely support the work of emerald. So there we go. Thank you for all you do, Paul. Aragonite, aquamarine, celestite, selenite, black tourmaline. We actually have all of those in there. Aragonite is part of aragonite and Caribbean blue calcite, which is here. And again, that is, I'll put 2 on the outside too. So what aragonite looks like all on its lonesome is quite striking, actually. This is calcite that formed of old mollusks. Ta-da! So yeah, to get a little deeper into aragonite, this is very connected with our soul's purpose and our Earth Star, enacting our soul's purpose. This helps with emotional strength, healing old wounds, and clearing all of our energy centers, all of our chakras. Helps with speeding physical healing, balancing hormones, and for relieving stress that we're holding in the body as tension. That can make things so much more comfortable in ways that we don't even realize until it happens. Helpful too for everything connected to our root chakra and our Earth Star chakra. And it helps to calm an overactive mind, can be deeply, deeply grounding too. So you're only going to be able to see one right now. There we go. But they are there. So that is aragonite. Intentions for safe travels for your husband tomorrow. Moonstone is in there, which is very protective of travelers. Let's also bring in some tourmalinated quartz. Tourmalinated quartz is black tourmaline running through quartz, and this helps break up really old stuck energy. Think emotional scar tissue or even physical scar tissue on or in the body. It helps to break up old patterns from childhood. It helps to ground and release a lot of like pent up nervous energy. Also helps with finding new jobs, which was a request earlier, for a second job for Paul. So here it is again. This can be really helpful for protection for travelers, particularly by car, but in any way. And with fortune and luck. So, but yeah, any kind of job, second job, another stream of revenue, another way of earning, passive revenue, all that kind of stuff, like new ways of looking at money and finding ways to get it to you. So let's go ahead and put in some of this. So I hope that helps. Safe travels, Lila. Okay, so I got the vision impairment stuff. Health, happiness, compassion, and to be of service to others. I love that. Aw, it's beautiful, Patty. The tree agate request reminds you of your late mom. Catherine, is there a stone to help me stop eating my kids' Halloween candy? I have no self-control around chocolate. Cannot keep it in the house. So you're asking the wrong girl. But blue apatite is in there. If any stone is going to help you, that's the one. And it's in the grid. So all the best to you. Something to help Catherine in the publishing process. Time to start publishing your novels. You can get there. Catherine, absolutely. If you haven't discovered it already, it's actually how Kanta discovered me. It was in the chat for another YouTube. Her name is Black and Orange. She does political tarot every day, but she also does something called creative sprints every day. And she has self-published a number of her novels. So yeah, look for Black and Orange. And there you can find the link for creative sprints. They basically do creative pomodoros every afternoon. But definitely reach out to her. She's somebody who can like cheer you on as well. So yeah, but for publishing and stuff, let's do some blue tiger eye. And we're getting to be almost the latest. I think this might be the latest live stream we've done. So let me keep going. So blue tiger eye helps with expression and bold communication. It helps with speaking, particularly with writing and with bringing written word out. It's also helpful and protective of truth tellers. It's the whistleblower stone, if you will. Helps with facts over feelings. It helps with like if you have to deliver some news that people don't want to hear, they're going to try to push back on it. Just these are the facts. This helps it to come from a very strong and grounded place. So bold communication. It also helps to calm and ease stress, and it's particularly thought helpful for teachers. So this I hope will help you. So there you go. That's blue tiger eye. So let's go with, squeeze some in where I can. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Blue tiger eye. And here's to all of your writing success. SDA, welcome in. Heart, I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, black and orange. For your intentions. Let's see. I read them and then I promptly forgot them. I'm sorry. I got all the ones that you requested by name. Health, happiness, compassion, and to be of service to others. The stones I would pick for health would be moss agate and tree agate, which are here. Happiness would be fuchsite and yellow calcite, which are here. Compassion is absolutely kunzite, pink kunzite, which is right here. To be of service to others. Is there a particular stone for that? I think it's going to be all the soul's purpose ones. Yeah, for being of service to others, I would usually say something like Larimer, which is already in there, but any stone that helps connect with your larger purpose. Like this would be a perfect stone for this. So this has to do with your soul star, your connection to the highest possible version of what you can do, connected with your earth star, which is showing up in right action and doing those things. That can help you be of best service. But there's a lot of stones in this grid that help support that too. But I have to do some research around like specific stones that'll help that, because that's a really beautiful intention. So I'm gonna make a note of that and look into that. Yeah, this is a huge grid. So I hope that fulfills your requests, Del. I hope that will help. Yeah, I don't have many stones left. When am I moving to Ireland? Ooh. Do I get to? That would be lovely. My ancestors from Ireland are back a little farther than great-grandparents, so I'd have to do it on my own, but you're making me think about it. It would definitely be to your part, too, if I went. Let me get back to you on that. Definitely let me get back to you on that. I'm definitely working on being able to travel to teach things like IET, so I can do that there. But yeah, send good vibes to me landing wherever the universe wants me to go. I'm happy to be there. Super happy to be there. I love Philly, and I love, well, wherever I'm supposed to be. Okay, awesome. So I am going to go ahead and do the thing I do. I'm going to explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, how to make the most of your session, and then we're going to get into the Reiki. And because it's a little bit later than normal, I might kind of abbreviate that explanation. So if anyone has any specific questions, just let me know in the chat. But thank you, all of you, for inspiring this incredibly awesome grid. I'm so stoked about this. So help me go ahead and lift the energy of the space we're sharing, the space that you have around you, and the space in your heart by going ahead, take a deep breath in and out, and think of all the things you're grateful for. And whatever of that you feel to share in the chat, please do. I'll do the explanation, and then we're going to get into the Reiki. So once again, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love doing this, and I love being here with all of you. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I've been teaching Usui Reiki for about 15 years, actually a little bit more than 15 years. So if you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing session or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, and all of my social media are there as well, as is a link to my online email newsletter, which you definitely want to be on if you want to know about all the upcoming holiday sales that we're going to have. So thanks again. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki specifically, Reiki generally in the West means energy healing. And specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki, named after its founder, Mikao Usui, who created this system in the early 1920s in Japan, at a time in Japan's history where it very much needed to be a secular practice of spiritual healing. So this particular method, I feel like, has a natural inclination to be more accessible to those of us in the West because it is secular. But essentially, the understanding of just what energy is at the foundation of Usui's practice, for that we can best look at Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, where everyone and everything has a soul. And that spirit, however you define it, is supplying this soul-sustaining energy, as Reiki really translates to spiritually guided soul energy. And it's already flowing through all of us, supporting our body, mind, and spirit to do what they do best, to bring us into the best healing and balance moment to moment that they can. And even if we're unaware of this energy flowing through us, it is all the time. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct more of it to you, wherever you're watching this and whenever you happen to be watching this video, because Reiki is not limited by human limitations. It's everywhere all the time. So whenever you're watching this video, the energy is here to support you as well. Those of you who are here live can always check out my past healing live stream playlist and enjoy some healing anytime they need. So during the session, the cool thing, you don't have to do anything. Reiki will support you no matter how you show up for it. So support yourself in any way that feels important to you personally. You can find a nice comfy place to sit or lay down, or stretch, bend, move, do some yoga. You can journal, you can sip some tea, you can have a foot soak going. Whatever feels right to you at this time is perfect. There's no wrong way to spend this time. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent or empty. You can simply be. You may feel some physical sensations. You may have some feelings rise up or get released. You may have an opportunity to hear your subconscious, to think some things through, and even have a moment of clarity or intuition or just resolution in any moment. You may also have a great nap, which is amazing. Go ahead and have that nap. You don't have to stay up for Reiki to work. You can totally close your eyes, or like I said, you can integrate this into even like your personal wellness practice, whatever that might be at home. So during the session, which will last 25 minutes, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they'll move from one color to the next slowly and gently. There will be no flashing or strobing. And I will turn up the music if you'd like to hear more about our musical creator. She's linked at the bottom of the description, so you can check out her channel and her website and even purchase some of her music for yourself. During the 25-minute session, I'll simply send over the beautiful picture of the grid that we have all come together to build with our intentions and our love for community. And at the end, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out. And at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you all in the chat. So at that time, you'll be able to ask any questions or share any experiences. And if you're watching this later or you think of something later, you can come back to another stream or just reach out to me through comments or email me through my website at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And I'm honestly just honored every single time y'all show up. So I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times. For those of you that are outside of the US, we are setting our clocks backward 1 hour on Sunday. So know that for the next stream on Sunday, that the US is setting their clocks backwards. So yeah, I hope to see you soon. Next stream is Sunday at 8 East Coast US time, and you can see all the regular days and times listed in the description below. Thank you again so much for being here. Enjoy your session, and yeah, let's take a better look at that grid. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a really big grid. Here, let's squish me down on the corner. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you all for being here. So everybody go ahead, get cozy. I'm going to send Reiki for 25 minutes, which will put us just past 10 p.m. here on the East Coast of the U.S. Oh, thank you, Dell. I will absolutely take those. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Seriously, when I say I'm honored, I mean it truthfully. This whole situation has been at least as good for me as it has been for all of you. This gave me a sense of like schedule and purpose during the pandemic when it was the first time in my life I stopped working and just sat. So yeah, this has definitely helped me keep my marbles together through quarantine. So I'm grateful to be of service to all of you. So enjoy your session, and I'll see you all in 25 minutes. Feel free to continue and chat if you want to. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes if you need to. Gently come back. Thank you all so much for sharing this time with me. I'm always honored. If you have any questions or anything to share, you can go ahead and use the chat. You're welcome, Jen. Dell, Erica, that's beautiful. And Christina, I hope you're doing well. Beautiful, beautiful. As a reminder to those of you from outside the US, we are setting our clocks back an hour this Sunday. So that will impact the Sunday stream. So don't forget that. And yeah, so good to have y'all here. You're so welcome, T. You're so welcome, Catherine. I hope you have a great weekend too. Lots of love to you and your hubby. I hope you both feel better. This is the first time I've gone through a complete community distance Reiki without either kitten on my lap. It was a little weird. You're so welcome, Lori and Dell. Lots of love to you both. I hope you have a great weekend too. Always especially honored when Ireland stays up late to hang out in the stream. So much so. Thank you. Barbie, lots of love to you. Heart, lots of love to you too. Yeah. I feel better. I think a lot of those energy clearing stones were like just what I needed. Thank you for everyone that requested those. Oh, beautiful, Dell. May we all walk in beauty. Yes, may we all. Have a beautiful weekend, Dell. So glad you're feeling better. Let me see if I can get one of the cats to come in. Meow, meow. Meow. Trouble relaxing and not sure why. Sometimes I have a hard time like shutting my mind off. Like I feel way better after, but just during, my mind is just like doing gymnastics or something. Was it something like that? You're welcome, Lila. Good to see you. Yeah, we are supposed to have some good weather here on the East Coast. We've had, in Philadelphia, this will be the first dry weekend in like 8 weeks. Beautifully said, Patty. Lots of love to you and Key. It's possible it could be the feeling of the world. It was a wild grid, right, Paul? Thank you all so much for inspiring it. It'll be warm for November. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I ordered my heater last night, and so that pretty much ensured that November will be warm. Yeah, I have electric baseboards in the new apartment. It's the least favorite thing about the apartment, but I invested in an infrared heater for the apartment, which is way more energy efficient and way safer. So yeah, bring it on. I've been feeling that way for a little while, Patty and Heart. Hopefully it's just the things that have already happened sinking in and not new things. Oh, beautiful, Dell. Oh, okay. I think I know which one it went into. The music that I get from the musical, the person that we get our music from, the Relaxation Works. Her music is beautiful. I have it set up in my encoder, which is how I run the stream, to take the songs from that playlist at random so that it changes up the order for all of you, so you're not always hearing the same songs. But I know the second song you're talking about. But yeah, we ran over and it went into the next one. I love that song too. Yeah, check out the Relaxation Works. Her channel, it's linked at the bottom of the description. Her music is just otherworldly. She's got tons more too. Some that's maybe not perfect for our channel. It might be a little too upbeat, but it's beautiful to listen to when you're bopping around the house during the day. Oh, I love it. I'm loving all the love in the chat. It must be chilly in the living room because these kitties will not get up and come visit me. Are you loving your electric blanket? They're too funny. They love their electric blankie. And then when I go out there and I sit on the electric blanket, they both insist on being on me. So I have my legs up, both of them are on my legs, and it's like I can't get up, I can't move, I can't itch, I can't sneeze because they'll run away. But they do love the warm blankie. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. Thank you so much. This grid was so fun to build. Thank you for inspiring it. All of you. Those stones are there because of all of you. So thank you. So everyone, remember, Sunday, East Coast puts back our time 1 hour. So know that. And I do hope to see you all again soon. Yeah, it's true. Cats do have a higher comfort temp than we do. But they do have sweaters. But I do tend to, since I've been in menopause, I do tend to run pretty warm. I can be a bit of a polar bear. But I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend. I hope to see you all soon. Take care and bye for now.